Hey guys, my name is Sam V and welcome to the inaugural video of my YouTube channel. I've always been on the fence about posting content like this and felt like I just needed a little push, and what better push is there than to celebrate and thank the restaurant workers that are still hard at work in these trying times with the YouTube Leftovers Challenge. Some of my favorite YouTube cooking personalities, sadly minus the Bon Appetit guys, join forces in an Avengers-esque team-up to support the many small businesses still operating so we can enjoy scrumptious meals while we isolate. I'm pretty sure all of these guys are based in the States, but this COVID-19 crisis is affecting everyone around the world, and even the restaurant workers here in the tiny red dot in which I live need a little love. The challenge is basically to order a bunch of takeout from one of your favorite restaurants. You're then going to store some of this food in the fridge, then the next morning you're going to use the leftovers to cook a creative dish. I ordered this stuff from a place called Fookin, that's Fookkin, and well, let me just show you what we have. We've got some ramen eggs, some Lotus Crisps, some Fragrant Rice, which is basically rice cooked in the rich, gingery broth of Hainanese chicken, a bunch of sauces, and the star of the show, Fookin Char Siew and roast pork. This stuff is amazing. Seriously, if you ever find yourself in Singapore, this is a must-try. Best char siu I've had in my life, and everyone I've brought here has unanimously said the same. We're actually going to save the roast pork, aka the shuyo, and the rest of the ingredients for the challenge tomorrow, because I don't think I can resist keeping the char siu in the fridge for a whole night. Alright, so I'm going to tuck the stuff away, the char siu in my stomach, and the rest in the fridge till the next morning. Bright and early on the next day, we're going to take our leftovers out of the fridge together with the other ingredients we need to make Sizzling Sisig, a traditional Filipino dish that translates to snack on something sour or salad. And you must be wondering, well, where are the vegetables to the salad? And to that, I answer they're right here. Yes, the salad is rich in vitamin B12 because our main ingredient is actually the roast pork. The traditional version in the province of Pampanga uses a variety of pork parts, but most commonly used is the pig head and ears, which are first simmered till tender, grilled till browned, then tossed with some raw onions, chili, and an acidic dressing. We'll be using the Fookin roasted pork belly for our leftovers version, but before we prep these vegetables, let's prep our real vegetables. We're going to start by mincing 7 cloves of garlic. We want this to be pretty fine since this is going to be used in garlic fried rice, a staple in the Philippines. We'll then roughly chop up half a white onion, half a red onion, and a whole bunch of red and green chilies, which we're going to toss in raw in our final product. Once our aromatics are all in plus, we can begin prepping our roasted pork. This is really easy. All we're going to do is cut it up into smaller cubes. You don't have to be too consistent here. And I actually find that having a variety of smaller bits and bigger chunks helps with getting a mix of crispy and chewy bits. Once that's all set, we're going to head over to the stovetop to prepare our garlic fried rice. In a large wok, you're going to heat up some cooking oil over medium heat, after which you're going to place our minced garlic and we'll fry until brown but not burnt. I'm going to save a little bit on the side to use as a garnish later, just putting that on a paper towel lined plate. We're going to put the rest of it back on the heat, throw in our fragrant rice, fry up for a little bit, throw in a pat of butter and let that incorporate, and well, that's about it. That's garlic fried rice. And now we can start making our sisig. To do that, you're going to start by heating a pan over medium heat in which you're going to throw your chopped pork belly. You're going to let that go for a bit for the fat to render out, and then you're going to fry it in its own juices until crispy. There's quite a bit of fat, so I drained out a little bit to saute half of our onions, which we're going to fry in the same pan until soft, and then immediately pour in 2 tablespoons worth of rice vinegar to deglaze the pan and capture all the flavor from that fond. I'm going to put this together with the pork belly while I fry up an egg. As much as I love ramen eggs, I felt that sisig goes much better with freshly fried egg with the runny yolk atop our rice. Once you've fried our egg, we're going to move on to tossing our salad. In a large bowl, you're going to combine the pork belly and caramelized onions, our fresh onions and chilies. I crushed up some of the Lotus Crisps here as well. Dressed it with 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar mixed with some of the char siu sauce and chili sauce that came with the order. A pinch of kosher salt, some white pepper, some black pepper. I gave that a toss to combine. Sisig is typically served sizzling in a hot plate. To achieve that, we're gonna heat a cast iron skillet over medium heat, put some canola oil in there, some butter. Realize you put too much butter, so drain a little bit off with a paper towel. Then throw in our awaiting sisig mixture, which is gonna sizzle away. I created a little well in the middle here where I can put the garlic fried rice, top of which I'm going to put our fried egg, garnish the whole thing with a little fried garlic, and well, you've just made sisig. So this was my first time actually making sisig, and it was surprisingly easy. I highly recommend that if you have any leftover pork belly, that you turn it into this delicious meal. And you can vary it up however you like. The base ingredients are of course the raw onions, chili, and acidic dressing. It can be any vinegars or any citrus juice even. And I honestly can't wait any longer, so let's give this a try. I mean, I hate to pat myself on the back here, but that's a pretty good sisig. I typically like my sisig on the crunchier side. I know some people like to add mayo or even like a raw egg right onto the sizzling plate, but I really prefer having that crunch. And this one has an extra hint of oriental flavors, I presume from the 5 spice they rub down the roast pork with. But yeah, I mean, what else to say? Highly recommend that you guys make this. It's extremely easy. And if you haven't tried sisig, I urge you to find your closest Filipino restaurant. Hopefully they serve it up crispy like this one. And if you're ever in the Philippines, you should definitely check out my favorite sisig, which is served in a place called Manam. That's M-A-N-A-M. And I'm gonna have to end the video here because I want to go ahead and finish this up. Thanks for watching, guys. I just wanted to reiterate that this video is primarily in support of all of the people working right now to make sure our lives keep going. And this isn't just limited to restaurant workers. It includes the bus drivers, the construction workers, the cleaners, and most importantly, our frontliners in the hospitals, our nurses and doctors who are working tirelessly to help people around the world recover. I've put some links in the description on different ways that you can help, of course more localized to where I live right now and where I'm from, which is the Philippines. And if you have anything extra to spare, please extend a helping hand. And to end this video, of course, if you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. While I do spend a disproportionate amount of my free time in the kitchen, I am by no means a professional chef, and I just enjoy learning how to cook new things. So I will be making more videos, share whatever I've learned with you guys, and hopefully you can join me on this journey. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys around.